What's up, everybody? Dog 1985. There's levels to this. Happy Sunday to everyone out there. Just got back from church, and I was thinking about this ever since Kid Smoove dropped his response video. So, as you see the title, should Microsoft sell off Xbox? Kid Smoove conversation. That's probably what I'm going to title it. Listen, when I first saw this video, I saw it live on stream on my Twitch channel and went through it and everything. And I tended to disagree with a few things here and there. But what I'm seeing a lot of is a lot of people almost attacking Kid Smooth for his opinion on this, which is kind of strange if you ask me. I agree with him that this is not a anti Xbox comment. It's more of a anti who's managing Xbox comment, which is Microsoft, right? Which you could argue when it comes to the Xbox, as far as the box goes, you can argue that it's not being managed correctly. I don't know how anybody could tell me that it is. When's the last time you saw a Series X commercial? I don't even know what a Series X commercial looks like. Okay? But that got me to thinking. Why why do we care about these boxes? And I was upstairs changing, getting ready to go to the gym here in a little bit. And upstairs, I have a PS4 Pro that's still connected to the TV in my bedroom that I don't use anymore. That my plan was when I got the PS5, I was going to trade it in. I made every excuse under the book to not trade this thing in yet. Back home in Illinois, we also have a PS4. Made every excuse as to why not to trade that one in. I traded in my Xbox One S like that for a Series S. No problem. It was easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? I have a PS3 upstairs as well, which I showed you. That's not connected, just sitting in the closet, right? That I can't bring myself to sell. I can't bring myself to trade in or anything like that. And I was thinking about it. You know how people like to make fun of us for fighting over a plastic box and console warring over a plastic box or whatever. Let me tell you something. If you're my age or near my age, there's something weird and strange about physical objects and just having it in the memory that they can bring back to you in those experiences. And you do form an attachment, unfortunately, to inanimate objects, to like a plastic box. So I'll give you an example. For me, my Nintendo 64, which I still currently have, even though it's in a storage bin up in Illinois in a garage somewhere, I still have an emotional attachment to this thing. I know it sounds weird. It sounds weird me saying it, but I'm just telling you the truth. So when I grabbed this Nintendo 64, no, I don't want to get rid of it. I don't. I don't care. I don't want to get rid of it. I have a GameCube. I don't have an attachment to the GameCube. Why? I don't know. Maybe I didn't play it as much or whatever. I don't know. I have a Wii. I don't have an emotional attachment to the Wii. I have a Wii U. That Wii U, I have an emotional attachment to that Wii U. Like I really enjoyed that console. My PS4, really enjoyed my PS4. When I got my PS4 Pro, really enjoyed my PS4 Pro. My even my Nintendo Switch right now, I don't really have that same emotional attachment to it. It's just the hardware. My Xbox Series X, though, I have a huge emotional attachment to this thing because it's the system that I've been gaming on the most for the past 3 years in a time in my life where I had to make a career decision and move away from my family, where I spent a lot of time alone, which allowed me to play a little bit more. And thank God for my Xbox Series X. There was Saturday nights, Friday nights where instead of going out and doing God knows what, I stayed home and played video games with you guys. I have built a bond with my Xbox Series X, right? So I understand where Kid Smoove is coming from when he's seeing the sales of the PS5 rise and the sales of the Xbox decline. Because in his mind, I'm assuming now, Kid Smoove, correct me if you're wrong, Sony would be inclined to make another console after this generation. They're doing great. They're beating the PS4 numbers. They're doing great with the PS5. Why would they not make a PS6, right? The question is, what incentive does Xbox have to make another Xbox console if, in fact, they're not selling? That makes sense. And as you're looking at the way that Xbox is moving, they don't really care about console sales. I'm sure they care about console sales, but you know what I mean. That's not the end all be all. That's not their only metric. They care more about Game Pass. I don't know who is still out there that does not see that Microsoft cares more about Game Pass than anything else. Like you gotta be blind. Now, for all of us that already have a console, if you are already what's it called attached to this console and you've had great experiences with your Xbox Series X, then you're set. That console is good. You still have it. You're gonna enjoy it for the rest of the generation. The question is, will Microsoft make another console? And the better question is, if they make another console after you've seen the way they've treated this generation's console, will you purchase that next console? That's the question here. So, in essence, I understand where Kid Smooth is coming from. If somebody else owned Xbox, possibly they would care about the console. We don't know that either, though, but they could possibly care about the console to the point where it would sell more and it would bring an incentive to bring up another console, and that's all it is. The only big challenge I have for Kid Smooth on his statement is that if Microsoft sells Xbox, it'll no longer be Xbox. It'll just be something else. I doubt they'll call it Xbox. And then what happens to Game Pass? Do they sell Xbox with the Game Pass, or how does that work, right? So I want to know what you guys think. If this is the last Xbox that I buy, the last console from Microsoft that I buy, I'm okay with it because I have formed an attachment already to this box, and there's no guarantee that the next generation I will form an attachment to it. Like I said, I have a PS5. My PS4 means more to me than my PS5 does. I know that sounds weird. Trust me, I know I'm struggling with it myself. But I'm just being honest with you. When I see my PS4 still on display upstairs, whatever, right before I go to bed, like I remember what it was like holding that controller and playing and enjoying games and all that other stuff. Playing games on the PS5, the only game that I really enjoyed, and I know you guys are gonna crucify me for this. God of War 2018 was probably the only game that I have really, really enjoyed. I mean, I enjoyed Horizon Forbidden West, but I had a lot of frustration with that game too. I felt like it was too long. God of War Ragnarok, I couldn't even finish it. Maybe I'll go back and revisit it. But I remember playing my PS4, playing the Uncharted, playing even Tomb Raider on it. I remember enjoying it, playing Apex Legends. That's where I first played Apex Legends. It is what it is. And then on my Series X, man, I had a blast going through all the Halos, upscale to 4K with HDR, FPS boosted or whatever, playing all the Gears of War, playing freaking the Oris, playing Hellblade, playing what's the other one? Plex Tale Requiem, Plex Tale. What was the other one? The first one and the second one. Playing Rise Son of Rome, playing Sunset Overdrive, all the games that I got to Quantum Break, all the games that I got to play that I enjoyed on the Series X. I mean, it's been phenomenal. It's been phenomenal. So I get it. I probably never want to get rid of my Series X because of that. And I don't know if that's a generational thing. Maybe the younger crowd doesn't even really care about the tangible or whatever. But The next console that comes out, I don't know if I'm going to purchase it because I don't get attached to every single console. It depends on what experience I have with. Sometimes I'm a little bit more busier in life or other things are going on in life, and you just go from there. But let me know what you guys think. Is Kid Smooth wrong for saying this? The only part I think that he's wrong is because it won't be Xbox. Then Xbox will for sure die. It'll be something else. But yeah, just let me know. Let me know what you guys think. Doc Dog 1985. There's levels to this. Oh, here's another thing, man. Yeah, for everyone that wants to take away Kid Smooth's Xbox card, you don't want to do it to that man. That dude actually plays Xbox. I'm telling you, that's not the one you want to do it to. Okay, you want to call me a pony bot, all that other stuff, because I hurt your feelings when I disagree with you. That's perfectly fine. But that's not the guy you want to question whether or not he's an Xbox fan. Like he bought that life, so it is what it is. We out. Peace.